At my son's 11th birthday celebration, my sister pushed his face into his dream cake. He got a small burn from it. My dad stood up for her. The following day, my grandmother arrived at their place with a baseball bat and gave them a lesson they'd never forget. Hey Reddit, my son's 11th birthday was meant to be a day of joy, love, and sweetness. Instead, it became the moment I saw my sister's true cruelty. When my father backed her up, I didn't need to speak. My grandmother spoke for me with that bat. The day began perfectly, balloons everywhere, kids playing, music in the air. It felt like our first real celebration after years of hardship. My son Liam had faced so much. After my divorce, he'd grown quiet, reserved. This party, his dream day, was my way of proving happiness was still possible. We saved for months to make it perfect. His favorite theme, his favorite cake, everything just as he wanted. His smile that morning made it all worthwhile. My family arrived early. My sister, Tara, showed up grinning, holding a gift bag that looked oddly empty. She'd always been challenging, craving attention at any cost. If kindness didn't work, she'd stir up trouble. She hugged me, praised the decorations, then quickly started complaining. "This cake's a bit much, don't you think?" she said, eyeing the two-tier chocolate masterpiece. "Kind of extravagant for an 11-year-old. I forced a smile. "It's what he wanted, Tara. That's what counts." She rolled her eyes. "Right, because he's the only one who matters, huh?" Guests arrived, kids laughed, games filled the air. Tara lingered near the cake table, tossing out snarky remarks. "Wasn't this cake pricey? You could have gone with something basic. Always showing off, aren't you?" I brushed it off. Then came the big moment. Candles glowing, everyone singing happy birthday. Liam's shy grin as the crowd cheered. He leaned to blow out the candles and Tara pushed him. His face hit the cake, the candles weren't fully out. A sharp yelp, then silence. Nobody moved. Then Liam started crying. I rushed over, pulling him back. His cheek had a red mark, a slight burn from the wax and flame. His eyes brimmed with tears, frosting smeared across his face. I turned to Tara, trembling with anger. "What's wrong with you?" she laughed. "It's just a prank. Relax, sis. You're overreacting." "A prank," I said softly. "He's hurt." She folded her arms. "Oh, come on, it's just a little burn. Kids are too fragile these days." The room went quiet. Every parent stared at her, shocked, appalled. I took Liam to the bathroom to clean him up. He kept asking, "Mom, did I mess up?" My heart broke. I hugged him tightly. "No, sweetheart, you did nothing wrong. Some people just don't know how to show love." When I returned, my father was there, standing between Tara and the family, defending her. "Everyone needs to settle down," he said loudly. "She didn't mean to hurt him. It was an accident." I froze. "An accident?" She pushed his face into a burning cake. He turned to me, his voice sharp. "Emma, you always blow things out of proportion. Tara wasn't being malicious." "It was playful." "Playful?" I whispered. "Do you hear yourself?" He shook his head. "You're too emotional, always have been. That's why your marriage fell apart." That line in front of everyone felt like a blade in my chest. I looked at Tara, who smirked. I didn't argue or yell. I just gathered Liam, thanked the guests, and ended the party early. Driving home, Liam sat silently in the back, staring out the window. Finally, he whispered, "Mom, why did Tara do that?" I swallowed hard. "Because some people only feel big by making others feel small." He nodded slowly, then said something that shattered me. "She's cruel. But Grandma wouldn't let her get away with it." He was right. That night, I called my grandmother. She's 76, but sharp as ever. When I told her what happened, she went quiet. Then in her calm, firm voice, she said, "Don't worry, dear, I'll take care of it." I thought she'd talk to my dad, maybe smooth things over. But when Grandma says she'll handle it, she doesn't mean words, she means action. The next morning, Tara called, her voice shaky. "Emma, Grandma's here." I frowned. "What do you mean?" "She's outside our house with a baseball bat." I nearly dropped the phone. "Tara, what did you do?" "She's shouting, saying I hurt her great-grandson. Dad's trying to calm her, but she's livid." I heard yelling in the background, my grandmother's voice fierce and commanding. "You think it's funny to harm a child? You defend that, Richard. You'll see what defending looks like when someone your age still values respect." Tara was sobbing. "She's serious, Emma. She's terrifying." I sat down, hand over my mouth, picturing my tiny but fierce grandmother wielding that bat like justice itself. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. An hour later, Grandma called. "It's handled," she said simply. "They won't trouble that boy again." I didn't ask for details. She just said, "Sometimes love needs a spine, Emma. You've stayed quiet too long." She was right. That night, Liam smiled again, the first time since the party. We baked a small cake together, just us two, and sang softly. No chaos, no cruelty, just peace. Watching him laugh, I realized Grandma wasn't just teaching Tara a lesson about consequences. She was teaching me about courage. But the next day, when my father showed up at my door demanding I apologize, it sparked a confrontation that finally exposed the truth about why my family treated me this way. The morning after the bat incident, I thought things might calm down, but peace never lasts long with my family. By noon, someone was pounding on my door. I opened it to find my father, face flushed, hands shaking, fury in his eyes. He stormed past me. "Where's your grandmother?" he snapped. I crossed my arms. "Probably at home having tea." "Why?" He spun around. "You know what she did. She humiliated me in front of the neighbors. She smashed my car with that bat." I couldn't help it. I laughed. "Sounds like you got lucky." "It's not funny," he barked. "You've turned her against us." I frowned. "Turned her, Dad. She chose that herself." He stepped closer, voice low. "You're always so dramatic, painting yourself as the victim. Your sister made one error and you've turned it into a battle." That word, error, made my stomach churn. I pointed toward Liam's room. "She burned his face, Dad. He cried himself to sleep for 2 nights. That's not an error, that's cruelty." He didn't respond, just muttered, "Your mother's upset, you've embarrassed us." That's when it hit me this wasn't about Tara, it never was. It was about control, and I'd stopped letting them have it. I took a deep breath. "You know what, Dad? Grandma's right. You defend people who hurt others because you can't face your own shame." He froze. "What shame?" I looked him in the eye. "For all the times you let Tara torment me growing up. For laughing when she broke my things or mocked me. You called it sibling play, but it wasn't. You just didn't care because it wasn't your pain." His face shifted from anger to something unreadable. He whispered, "You think I didn't notice? You think I didn't care?" I blinked. "What are you saying?" He sighed, sinking onto the couch. "I protected Tara because she was fragile. She's been jealous of you since you were born. You were always stronger, brighter. Your mom never hid that you were her favorite." I stood there, stunned. He looked down, voice cracking. "I wasn't defending her that day. I was defending the girl I failed to raise right." My anger softened, but before I could reply, the door opened. Grandma walked in carrying a grocery bag, calm as ever. "Richard," she said coolly. "Still yelling, I see," he groaned. "Mom, not now," she cut him off. "No, now, because this is the problem. You've shouted your way through life and never listened." He tried to argue, but she raised a hand. "Sit, both of you." At 76, she still had the power to make him listen. She set the bag on the table and pulled out a small photo album, opening it to a picture of me and Tara as kids, maybe 5 and 8. Tara was scowling, I was smiling. Grandma pointed to it. "Remember this day?" Dad nodded. "The beach trip," she nodded. "Yes, the day Tara pushed Emma into the water, everyone laughed, but what you didn't see was Emma crying alone by the rocks. She told me she didn't want to come home because no one protected her." She looked at my father. "That day you taught your daughters something. You taught Tara that cruelty wins attention and Emma that silence is survival." The room fell silent. My father's eyes glistened. "I didn't know," he whispered. "Yes, you did," she said softly. "You just didn't want to face it." She turned to me. "And you, Emma, spent your life being kind, thinking it would earn you love, but kindness needs boundaries. Stop letting guilt shrink you." Tears welled in my eyes. "Grandma, I'm trying," she smiled warmly. "I know, dear, and you're doing better than any of them ever did." Then she turned to my father. "You will go to your daughter's house, apologize to that boy, and thank Emma for raising him better than you raised us. Or you'll see that bat again." For the first time, my father didn't argue. He nodded. "All right, Mom." She gave a satisfied nod. "Good, my work's done." That evening, my father returned, not shouting this time. He stood at the door with a small box. "For Liam," he said, "a new cake. I baked it myself." Liam's eyes lit up. "You baked?" Dad chuckled. "Your grandma made sure I did." He apologized to me and Liam, not perfectly, but sincerely. For the first time, I saw a man trying to unlearn years of pride. Tyra moved away soon after. I haven't fully forgiven her, but I don't hate her anymore. Grandma was right. Hate ties you to people who don't deserve it.